The destruction of the second Death Star is known for heralding the beginning of the end for the Galactic Empire. Having been built in secret in the Endor system, the Empire staged an ambush here in an attempt to wipe out the rebellion. In Return of the Jedi, we see the Rebel Alliance infiltrate an Imperial base on one of the moons of Endor in an effort to destroy the Death Star. This moon that they infiltrate was referred to colloquially as just Endor, but its more specific title is the Forest Moon of Endor. In The Rise of Skywalker, we see the debris of the second Death Star on another moon in the Endor system. While this moon goes unnamed in the film, the visual dictionary for the movie refers to this location as Kef Bir, one of 9 satellites that orbits the gas giant Endor. In the book, Kef Bir is also referred to as the Ocean Moon of Endor. In fact, the visual dictionary shows that Endor has a total of 9 moons, all with differing appearances and terrains. I imagine that due to it possibly being the only moon of significance in the system, the Forest Moon of Endor is the only one given the privilege of being called simply Endor. The only other moon that follows this naming scheme, unfortunately, is Kef Bir, the Ocean Moon of Endor. Believe me, I was disappointed learning that. I wanted a whole roster of moons that were named like that. It'd be like the Benders from Avatar, but with moons instead of elements. Unfortunately, the Forest and Ocean Moons of Endor are the only 2 that are named like this. The other 7 moons of Endor all have your general run-of-the-mill, weird-sounding names like most locations in the Star Wars galaxy. For example, one of the moons was named Alprazar. Alprazar was a metallic moon that was extensively mined by the Empire for Death Star construction material. Another mineral-rich moon around Endor was Charles, described as a dead ball of rock and ice with an iron-rich core. Similarly, the moon Korkar was also made of ice, concealing a vast liquid sea beneath. It seems this moon was like Kef Bir, the ocean moon, but frozen over. Hual Maka was another satellite in the Endor system. However, it is theorized that it is actually a comet that got caught in Endor's orbit rather than a full-fledged moon. Fentaka was known for being the darkest of all of Endor's moons, reflecting less than 10% of light from the system's star. Perhaps this one is sometimes referred to as the Dark Moon of Endor. Vix possessed a nitrogen-rich atmosphere that rained methane. This moon was described as bleak. And finally, Ghouls was a patchwork moon, being theorized to have broken up during its formation. In the visual dictionary, each of these moons was accompanied by a numeric designation followed by a letter. The Forest Moon of Endor was designated IX3244-A, while Kef Bir was designated IX3244-C. All of the moons began with IX3244 and ranged from A to I. The planet Endor itself is a silver-banded gas giant with clouds of hydrogen. The Ewoks of the Forest Moon refer to this planet as Tana rather than Endor. By the events of the sequel films, the New Republic had attempted to change its official cartographical designation from Endor to Tana as a way of honoring the Ewoks, as well as to clear up the confusion surrounding the names of the moon and the planet, as once again the Forest Moon is also referred to as Endor. While many senators supported this, it was considered a low-priority item that was never resolved. But that's okay, because the New Republic Senate was absolutely obliterated, while the Ewoks were capable of bringing down a First Order Star Destroyer by themselves. Point 1 for the Ewoks. Also, the system that Endor and its moons resided in was called the Moddell Sector, an area of space known for having hyperspace anomalies. In fact, the New Republic dissuaded people from traveling to this sector of space because of the dangers that these anomalies could pose. In fact, as it says in the visual dictionary, the sector's hyperspace anomalies may well have saved the forest and ocean moons of Endor from the worst of the Death Star fallout. It goes on to explain that the eruption of the Death Star's reactor core upturned local physics as titanic explosive energies were shunted into hyperspace. Evidently, the impact of the Death Star's wreckage on Kefbir should have resulted in a cataclysmic event that obliterated all life on the moon. However, because no intelligent life exists on the moon, no one was able to record why the crash didn't cause the assumed destruction. Therefore, it's just chalked up to another mystery of the Moddell sector. There you have it, the Endor system and its 9 moons. Endor is known for playing host to a significant event in the Star Wars timeline, yet little did I know that it's actually very populated, in terms of planets and moons. Thanks for checking out the video anyway, I hope you enjoyed it.